Hi, how are you doing? We've exploring in the last few live broadcasts how we can make 2024 the best year of our lives. We are already approaching the middle of January. I'm not sure how you are doing with the new year resolutions. I understand that the gyms usually are full for the first 2 weeks, and after about 2 weeks, people already are dropping off. So I don't know where you are, but we've been exploring the area of financial freedom, making 2024 the best year of our lives. And I would like again in this live webinar today to share a few more insights about the subject. So in order to make the 2024 the best year of our life, I do believe it is important to look at these 7 levels of financial freedom. And each one of us, I think we are somewhere on this level. I hope that no one is on the first level. The first one, it is a really, really difficult place to be because you have expenses that are more than your income. So you are dependent on someone, or you have to borrow money in order to meet all the needs that you have. The second level is that of survival. And at the survival level, you barely make enough to be able to survive, as the name of the level is. And of course, this is a difficult place to be because anytime some unexpected things can happen, maybe a medical issue, maybe a problem with the job, maybe something in the family, some expenses that were not programmed. So it is not a good place to be. We need to make sure that we go higher than this at the stability level. And this is where you have an emergency fund. The wisdom thing to do is to save at least 10% of your income every month, and to create an emergency fund, because if something happens, you do not go into the panic mode, but you are able to make it through the difficult times and situations. The next level is debt-free. And I really like one author, Dave Ramsey, from the US, and he has a really good strategy, and he suggests to list all your debts and start paying with the smallest one so that you already experience some success and momentum. And then you pay one by one until you get to the bigger one and biggest one, and with the goal, of course, to pay all the debts. And with the money that you are paying debts, then you don't spend more once all the debt is paid, but you save more and you invest more. Because the next level, comfort, is when your investments cover your expenses. And here it is important to note that it's not your income, but your investments. And there is a big difference, right, between income and investments. Income, it can be from your job, or maybe if you're a freelancer, or you are self-employed, or from your business. But even as a business owner, you have to work. Most of business owners work, and most of them work more than their employees, especially in the beginning. But in order to achieve the comfort level, it's not your income, it is investments. So you have to be in the situation where the money are started working for you. So you have passive income coming from different investments. The next level is freedom. And freedom is when the investments that you make cover the expenses for the rest of your life. This is a wonderful place to be, because basically you do not have to work anymore. You have enough money in investments and enough savings so that the rest of your life, um, you have enough from these investments and from the savings. Now, there is one other level. It's true, not many people reach this level, but yes, it is possible for us to reach it, and it is the abundance. And here is where you know that you have enough funds to live for your life, to take care of your family, your kids probably, but you have more than enough. So you are thinking, what can I do to leave a legacy? How can I change so that the world around me, it is a better place? What cause, what mission? What are the organizations that I want to partner with so that we can impact a lot of lives? So we will explore next Thursday a lot more of this subject into a free webinar. But I'd like to share with you one other book that I highly, highly recommend for you to read it. And that book is The Richest Man in Babylon. On Amazon, there are different versions of it, or different editions, I should say. And this one edition that is on the screen right now has over 33,000 reviews. So it's quite an amazing book. The scene happens about 4,000 years ago or so in Babylon, in ancient Babylon. And the author is really describing amazingly the scene, how a group of people meet and they discuss about luck, what it means to be lucky. The discussion is fabulous, absolutely fabulous. I highly, highly recommend for you to read it. It is an easy read. I actually, personally, I found it in my app in Audible, and I am a subscriber for Audible, and actually it was free. If you are a subscriber, this was a free option to listen to in Audible. Amazing, amazing listen. So I typed the 7 core principles in the book, but I highly recommend for you to read it. What I share here, it's so little, and it's somehow brought to modern terms, because there it is in a context of a guy trading gold. Of course, I guess at that time they didn't really have money. It was more gold and other precious metals and other means of exchange. But here are the 7 principles in the book. The first one: establish a consistent saving routine, at least 10% monthly. So the idea there was in gold, do not spend everything. At least 10% on monthly basis you save. Then the second one is live below your means. And basically that means live only within the 90%, not even 100%. No way to borrow anything, right? So live below your means. Third one is make your money work for you. So even at that time, there were gold lenders. So you could put your gold with someone so that it will produce more gold. And yes, as I shared a little bit before, if we want to reach financial freedom, we do not have to have only an income from our job, but we have to make the money work for us. We have to have investments that make money. Next one is diversify to protect against loss. So at one point in the book, one guy had quite a bit of gold, and he had quite a bit of pressure from his family to give them the money to develop a venture. And he went to the guy in the city in Babylon who was a gold lender, and he said, "Look, I have received quite a bit of gold. I think he had about 50 talents of gold, and I have precious from my family, and I just want to ask for your advice." And fabulous discussion there, how the gold lender advises this younger guy what to do with his gold, how to deal with his family. Fabulous discussion. So I highly recommend you to go. And actually, he ended up not loaning anything. I think out of 50, he said, "I'll give you one. And if you can prove that you can bring me more than one after a year or so, I will consider giving you more." So no way. And they wanted to borrow all 50. So no way. You have to diversify. You, out of the 50, you give one to someone, you give another one maybe, if they can prove that they can bring it back. And even at that time, they were speaking about guarantees and so forth. Then make your residence a profitable investment. So it's interesting how this is framed. So do not pay rent, basically, but even to make it a profitable investment. So it is framed in such a way so that if you buy a house, buy it in an area where the prices are going up. Do not build a huge house where you'll have a lot of expenses, right? So make it profitable. So make it think in such a way about your residence that it grows in value. Of course, there is no guarantee. There are turns in the market, and sometimes the whole market goes down. But as much as possible, think about your residence to be a profitable investment. Then ensure a future income. Of course, at that time, there was no retirement. You had to think, what will I do when I will not be able to work anymore? And you had to have a strategy to be able to make sure that when you are getting old, you have enough to be able to live well. So another one is increase your ability to earn. And yes, I do believe this is so important. I believe it is important for us to learn new skills. Myself, right now, I am learning more about AI. I'm learning how to use AI in what I'm doing, and how I can use it to grow exponentially some areas of our business. So I do believe it is important to increase our ability to develop new skills. And it's good every year to take a challenge. Okay, this year I will learn this skill. Next year I will learn this skill. And as we have more skills, as we specialized in more areas, we increase our ability to earn. So these are the 7 principles, but please go and read the book. After I listened to it so many times in the next few days, it came back to me, and different principles, just because it was framed with totally different concepts being 4,000 years ago, and it's again fabulous read. Please read it. So we will go a lot deeper next Thursday into these subjects about financial freedom, and we will discuss about how to increase your wealth and become financially free at our free webinar. So I would like to ask you to sign up. Please comment below about the 7 areas that I mentioned before. Let me go back to these. Please comment below which area you are working on. Which one do you want to work on this year? I do believe it is a good thing to pick up, to have some goals, and to have massive action toward those goals. So again, I invite you next Thursday to come to our free webinar, where for about an hour we will discuss very, very practical steps about this area of becoming financially free. Thank you.